And hello everyone, it is Tino here, and we are going to play a little bit of Diablo 3. So welcome to my character selection screen. As you can see, I originally started playing as a Witch Doctor. Let's go ahead and jump in here and quickly scope out his gear. I think this first video is going to be sort of like a gear thing, and I'll talk a little bit about my builds and my strategies and stuff. So the Witch Doctor, my whole sort of, I don't know, modus operandi, or however you want to say it, the whole impetus behind my build is, it's totally Vision Quest zombie bears. They actually just patched Zombie Charger a little bit, in that the zombie bears don't jump in your face and get stuck on corners and like do ridiculous things that suck. But basically it's probably the highest DPS move that I've found on the Witch Doctor, especially since they nerfed attack speed, and that poison dart sort of splinters build is it kind of got nerfed a little bit. I mean, I know some people are still working it out, but it seems like kiting and the Witch Doctor were not really meant to be. So I don't know. In my personal opinion, I think the Witch Doctor needs a little bit of work here. Especially because I'm officially a switcher. I started off as a Witch Doctor, and then I made a Demon Hunter, and I was like, oh my god, what was Blizzard thinking when they made the Witch Doctor? Right now your pets don't scale at all with your stats, except if you waste a passive slot on, let's see, Fierce Loyalty. Like, come on. Thorns and life regen? How is that going to help me in Inferno? Please. So, anyway, I basically, the whole plan behind my build is I sort of wander into combat. I make sure I've got my Gargantuan up. Usually I sort of have to make a bit of an executive decision when I'm first going into combat. I either have to cast Fetish Army, or I have to cast the Big Bad Voodoo, because the whole build revolves around Vision Quest, so I have to have 4 skills on cooldown, pretty much. And it makes for some strange gameplay. Like, you can't really consistently run quickly as the Witch Doctor. Hopefully my frame rate's not too bad. I'm trying to do this at 60. I should probably knock it down to 30. But anyway, so on Inferno, spam him. We'll go with the Fetish Army, and then I do Vision Quest and Soul Siphon, and then I spam zombie bears. One of the tricks with zombie bears is you really need to put your back against the wall to kind of... Oh god. This is very tricky for a Witch Doctor. Thankfully zombie bears will stun. Oh, and if it crits, it does a lot of damage. But like I said, I mean, I'm out of mana already. So I have to cast this thing. Now I'm going to have to interrupt him, and of course he runs the other way. Hey! Oh man, this might actually have been worth it. I just got a rare amulet. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of the annoying way to play the Witch Doctor. And here's the other thing. I mean, I will not pretend that I'm amazing at this game, but I am one of the people I was on Inferno before the end of the first week. Like, by Friday, after the Tuesday it came out, I was on Inferno Act 1, starting to run shit, do whatever, try to be progressive, or do progression, or however it's phrased. But it was just preposterous. And Act 1 was doable, but Act 2 back then... So I actually don't really play the Witch Doctor that much. Especially because the build that quote-unquote works the best for me is really frustrating. Hey, that's a pretty solid amulet. Wow, what are the chances? I also learned that those treasure guys, there's 4 different kinds. Treasure Pygmy, Treasure Seeker, Treasure Goblin, and Treasure... I forgot. But there's a 4th one too, and each one drops different loot, which I thought was kind of cool. So, that's basically the thoughts behind the build. Let's show you the gear real quick here. Resistol and Socketed Helm, that's fairly self-explanatory. Resistol, lots of intelligence. I actually haven't played this character in a while, so he's still, as you can see, the neck still has attack speed, which, as we know, is literally atrocious now. I actually had resist all on these, but before they did the nerf of Inferno, I was thinking I needed to increase my DPS and go more glass cannon, tinfoil hat kind of character. So I started swapping in more intelligence on pieces of gear, but it ended up not being worth it. He's got absolutely terrible rings. Belt's okay. Pants are you know, decent, not a lot of resist all. Decent one-hand weapon that got nerfed. Probably the best thing I'm wearing are my boots, and they're terrible. And I have a very good offhand. So, well, I suppose at this point it's just a good offhand, seeing so my Demon Hunter's geared up quite a bit. So yeah, so that's basically the Witch Doctor, and that's kind of how he works. He has a decent magic find set also, which also looks ridiculous. I've got a nice red tentacled hat and stuff. So yeah, that's the Witch Doctor. He's fun. It seemed like they had the most potential to be interesting, but at Inferno level, they're just one of the most frustrating classes to play. In a group game, they're much more viable, but solo, it's okay. They're decent solo, but Zombie Bears was like the only thing that gave me enough DPS to kill like champion packs and stuff like that. Anyway, Witch Doctor, mediocre. And thanks for watching. This is the gear check and the fun stuff on the Witch Doctor. So next video will be the Demon Hunter, and I'll see you then.